your spirits up.
Alrighty, jump back in some more Horizon Forbidden West. Where am I going? I'm trying to hear myself. Oh, that's crazy. What the hell? Oh, that's right. I still have to drop off Ether, I think is his name. Its name? I don't know. It's something. It's a part of Gaia. So you know what? Might as well drop him off. Might as well go drop him off and then go get some more machine parts. Get the rest of my weapons done because I don't have to worry about my resource slots or my ammunition slots because they're already max leveled. Definitely good. We just need one Sunwing. We we can't override any birds yet, can we? Yeah, that one's long. Okay, so I can see the symbol, so I should be able to go. Okay, so the Sunwings and the... Oh, that's the Stormbird. There ain't no way I'm going to be able to do a Stormbird. Come on. I mean... Okay, so the Stormbird and the Thunderjaw are part of the same class system. Okay, those are part of the same class system. So... Oh, yeah, that's why. Okay, those are part of different ones too. Unlocked. So I wonder if... Can I override that and fly them? Or is it a skill I have to be able to fly them? Because if that's the case, I definitely would like that. You know what? Let's filter out everything but the cauldrons. Let's see what... Why am I still seeing those? Whatever. Alrighty. I don't know why I'm seeing those still. I think that's the one I need. Yeah. Oh. So... Okay, so I need the cauldron that I can't access right now. I can't access that one. That was the one that was offline. There's got to be a way to bring it back. I think there's going to be a cauldron all the way out there. Somewhere. Okay, there's a cauldron there. Okay, that's what I need to do. Alrighty, let's go turn in our guy. See what everyone's got to say.
Hey, look who's back. You find what you're looking for?
I did. One step closer to taking the fight to the Zeniths.
Can't wait.
You still sifting through loads of data?
Yeah, it's interesting. There's lots of words. I thought maybe I could try finding things with more, pictures in it. Not much luck there, but I did find out about these holofilms. Like images put together to tell a story. They were made to look like they were the real thing. The Oseram like shows. I bet they pay a lot of shards for those holos.
I made a new friend while I was getting ether.
Yeah, I've seen him. Kotallo's a broody fella. You do know the cards just say these Tenakth drink people's blood?
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Yeah. Well, I guess if you trust him, so do I.
I mean, yeah, you should because it's not up for debate, you know.
How are things going around here?
Hey, you tell me. Varl's new girlfriend tried to kill me earlier.
What did you do?
I made one joke about how they, eat grass a lot. How does anyone fight with nothing but tree leaves in their stomach anyway?
From the looks of it, the Utaru.
Yeah, well, I wasn't expecting her to be that fast.
Just try not to get hurt.
Yeah, we're all one big happy dysfunctional family.
I found out who's running the
It'll
Sons of
work.
Prometheus. A woman named Sarah.
Oh no. Remember how Durval had a band of freebooters that retaliated against the Karja? She was one of them. First female tinker in the claim to run her own forge. But when her family got killed in the Red Raids, she went bad. Real bad. I thought she was dead, though. Taken out by one of Murad's guys.
Well, she's not. And she wants revenge against the Karja. We have to find out where she's operating from, and stop her.
I haven't had any luck finding someone with a focus at chain scrapes, so I'll be scouting out Baron Light next.
I'll keep tracking her lackeys out west.
We'll find her. We have to. It's thugs like her who murdered my sister.
You should know. Sylens is involved with the Sons of Prometheus. He's the one who gave them the override tech to begin with.
Why doesn't that surprise me? That's probably all part of some master plan, huh?
At least we know we're good at wrecking those.
Damn straight.
I see you've got strike set up. Mind if I have a go at it?
Really? Sure. Let's do it.
Huh, so now you can play Strike here. That's interesting. Not right
Actually,
now.
maybe we should play another time.
Just say the word.
No doubt, no doubt. We will eventually.
I better get going.
All right. I'll be here if you
Good.
need me.
Definitely will.
Aloy, you found another one of Gaia's sub-functions?
You know
Two
it.
down, one to go.
I'm glad her healing can continue.
Found anything else combing through that data?
Varl and I have been looking into the animals of the old world. Apparently there used to be thousands more species roaming around than there are today. Can you imagine that? I'd give anything to see them, even as holograms. Though I know that without Artemis or Apollo, that may prove difficult. At least I can find comfort in knowing Gaia used many of them as inspiration for her machines. Her memory honors them.
Have you met Katalo yet?
Yes, but he has kept to himself. Tenakth don't have much use for us outsiders. You must have made quite the impression for him to offer his fealty.
Are you guys training with Erend as well?
If you count trying to stick a spear in his gut as training, then yes.
I've been told. Please tell me you weren't being serious, though.
Of course not.
Good.
I was going for a couple of broken bones. He called the Utaru leaf grazers. Laughed at the idea of us simple farmers being formidable fighters. Before I knew it, he and I were battling it out in the common room. The man is slow, but he can throw a hammer around. Don't look so worried. We're evenly matched. For now. Next time he's going down like a load of boar dump.
Just try not to kill each other.
Injuring his pride should be good enough.
I better get going.
Right. You've got that sub-function to deliver.
Jesus, I should start coming back here. Give me a good bit of resources. Oh boy, where's the other guy? Where are you hiding? There you are. Or are you Mr.
Looks
One?
like some of the holograms are working now.
You're Mr. One Arm.
I have repurposed the displays to track Regala's activity in the region.
Good.
A useful war map. Aloy.
It's good to see you. I'm guessing you've got a lot of questions?
I've been told of our enemy and their intentions. Your friends showed me to the vision you keep in this place, Gaia, and explained the situation surrounding the other you. They gave me this focus as well. I don't pretend to fully understand everything, but all I really need to know is where to train and when to fight.
Welcome to the team, then. What are you looking at over there?
The others have been helping me decipher the symbols the focus shows me. So, I thought I'd try to understand the weapon you intend to use against the enemy. This Hephaestus, it will be able to make machines that answer to Gaia?
Yes,
How many?
as many as we need.
Such power. Has the world ever seen the like?
You said you were training with the Focus?
That's right. I've been watching holograms of your first fight with the Zenith Spectres. They are faster and more agile than any machines I've faced before. How many do the Zeniths have?
I'm not sure. Probably a lot.
I would not wish to face them en masse.
I'm with you there. Must be strange, seeing everything through a Focus now.
I can see machines like never before. Their strengths and weaknesses simply reveal themselves to me. To think that such a tiny object might be the most powerful weapon I've ever possessed.
Now that you know who the enemy is, do you have any questions?
I'll admit, I find them hard to grasp. From the heavens. And invulnerable.
For now.
I will leave the strategy to you. I trust you will point my blade where it will cut the deepest.
Getting Ether out of the Grove made for quite a spectacle.
One that showed the entire tribe that Hekarro's mission for peace is the correct path, for it is now blessed by the Ten themselves.
Anything else you've been looking at with that Focus?
Gaia showed me the knowledge you recovered out in the desert. I am no chaplain, but I'd be curious to test if something I read is true.
What is it?
The Old Ones believed one could hear the great waters, even in the middle of the desert, if you carried the carcass of a water animal with you. They called them seashells.
That sounds kind of gross. I heard my friend Talana came by the base. Did you get a chance to meet her?
Briefly. A bold woman going into Tenakth territory with that Karja armor of hers. She'll be lucky if my people don't shoot her on sight.
She'll be careful. She's just looking for someone who might need her help.
Whoever it is, they better be worth dying for.
You've had some time with the team now. Any thoughts?
I admit, I was surprised to see Nutaru here. Farmers don't make for effective soldiers.
I'm told she rallied some in her tribe against the Karja, and fought all the way to Barren Light.
Interesting. perhaps I am mistaken.
Have you had a chance to speak with Varl?
Briefly. He fought well against Regalla's troops at Barren Light. Are all Nora as skilled as the two of you?
I'm not exactly one of them. But anyway, the Nora can hold their own. They managed to push the Karja from their lands.
I thought my tribe was the only one to have done that.
You know it.
Impressive.
No, they can fight their champ. It's
Does it still
pretty
hurt?
good stuff.
It comes and goes. I try not to think about it, but its absence is always present for me.
Best thing to do.
It's difficult to explain.
I can't claim to understand. Only empathize.
Then you have my thanks.
You said the Bulwark was your home a long time ago. That you were part of the Sky Clan.
Yes.
That's all you're gonna tell me?
Fine. As you wish. My parents were killed in a clan skirmish, so I was raised by my squad. As I grew older, I came to be known as an accomplished fighter. Tekote took a special interest in me. I fought by his side against the Karja, and led my squad on a dangerous climb into the Daunt. It was I who opened the gates at Barren Light, from the east side, allowing the Tenakth to raise it.
That must have gotten you some attention.
Indeed. I was welcomed home as a hero, and I was content.
Then why'd you leave?
I became a marshal.
Oh shoot. Wrong thing.
Why did you leave the Sky Clan to become a marshal?
I was sent to the Kulrut by Tekote. Back then, I would have obeyed his every order. I believed in him, like one would a father. I was too blind to see the fear in his eyes. Fear of a rising young warrior challenging his command of the clan. I returned a hero from the battle at Barren Light. But to him, I was only a threat. Never occurred to him that I had no interest in rising above my station.
Why did Tekote think you wouldn't be a threat to him if he sent you to the Kulrut?
Tekote knew that if I survived the Kulrut, I'd be forced to forsake the clan to serve the Tenakth as a whole. I'd never be allowed to challenge his command, even if I wanted to. After our victory at Barren Light, Tekote spoke to our people, said it would be selfish to rob Hekarro and the marshals of a warrior like myself, even though he knew perfectly well I had no intention of ever leaving. It was exile, guised as an honor. One he knew I couldn't refuse. So I became a marshal, and never looked back.
I'm sorry you had to go through that.
I am not. Though it pained me at the time, a marshal is what I was destined to be.
When we were at the Bulwark, the guard said something about the Wings of the Ten. Hekarro also mentioned it at the Kulrut. Dekka, too. What does it mean?
The visions tell us that the Ten flew on great metal machines with wings, and leapt into battle from the sky. For us, to imitate this feat is the ultimate expression of martial prowess, and it is why the challengers leap into the arena during the Kulrut. Many times I imagined it as a child. The feeling of freedom, and the awe it must have inspired.
Oh yeah. That turbulence. I love it.
What did Chief Hekarro say when you told him he'd be joining me here?
You spilt rebel blood at the Grove, and helped reunite the clans, there was little more to be said. He understood.
Well, I'm honored he lent me his best martial. At least for a little while.
Indeed.
I should get going.
Back to my training, then.
Now where's my guy?
Huh.
My dude.
Looks like Kotallo's moved his stuff in.
Mm-hmm. Oh, buddy, wait, what? Show yourself. You can't hide forever. You better not be in my room. We gonna have some problems. What we got over here? Ooh. So we got more we could do. Okay. So we need to make jobs for these so we can get these as well. Prima Nova. That one's gonna be a little annoying. Especially with that one. It'll be possible. We got it. We got it. Ooh, we raised it from 120 to 180. All done. Now where the hell is my dude hiding? I doubt he's down there. Eh. Yeah, let's go turn in this.
Aloy, I'm glad you have returned, and I see you have recovered Ether.
You know it. Gotta love Ether.
Aloy, can you come downstairs? Beta has something you need to hear.
Okay. I'll be right down.
Aloy, I have managed to unlock additional rooms within the facility.
Got it.
Appreciate it there, Chief. Let's use these skill points. Actually, let me go over here. Machine Master. Whew. Hmm.
Hi, Gaia.
Hello, Aloy.
What can you tell me about Demeter?
Demeter sows, fertilizes, and tends to plant life.
So once I bring it back, all the blight out there will start to get better.
While permanent restoration requires the abilities of Hephaestus, I may be able to improve conditions in the region for a while. However, a word of warning. Like Aether and Poseidon, Demeter's response to my query was highly irregular. Alone and frightened, it may have taken measures to assure its security.
Okay, I'll keep my guard up. The missing subordinate functions. What can you tell me about them?
Artemis rewilded the Earth with a variety of animal species. Eleuthia was responsible for gestating, nurturing, and acculturating a new generation of human beings. Apollo was tasked with preserving, organizing, and disseminating vast archives of human knowledge and cultural achievements. Unfortunately, all archived Apollo data was purged on the 2nd of February, 2066, by order of Ted Faro.
Pharaoh, huh? I really hate that guy.
Understandable. He appears to have been pathologically narcissistic, impulsive, and unstable.
All 3 of the missing functions have already served their purpose, or were prevented from doing so. Do you still need them?
Restoring their remaining elements would increase my heuristic processing density, empowering my overall function. Unfortunately, as we now know they are in the possession of Far Zenith, attaining them in the short term is very likely impossible.
I guess our best shot at recovering them is by taking over the Zenith base. But we'll need Hephaestus and a bunch of combat machines to do that.
Correct.
Were you able to make use of Poseidon?
Yes. Many rivers, streams, and lakes associated with the regional watershed have been detoxified. As a result, red algae growth levels have seen a marked decline. According to my data, however, it appears a localized occurrence of red algae continues to persist near the coast.
Maybe I'll look into it when I can. So, Poseidon spent the last 20 years hiding out in Las Vegas. From the data I found, it seems the city had an advanced water reclamation system. Is that why Poseidon went there?
Most likely. In an effort to protect itself, Poseidon sought out a safe harbor where it could access water supply functions. There, buried and encased in a protective dome, it could guard against any threats.
Like 3 Oseram showmen?
I suspect that was not the first time it felt the need to repel trespassers.
So, once Hephaestus has been recovered and merged, you'll regain the capacity to mass-produce machines at cauldrons around the world.
Yes, and to program their behavioral routines, or even control them directly.
So you could build an army of machines. Attack the Zeniths and take them out.
It is in my nature to take any and all necessary steps to preserve life on Earth, human life above all. So yes, once I have been empowered with the capacities of Hephaestus, I could design, build, and command such an army. Given the nature of the far Zenith threat, doing so may be our only option. I must admit, however, that I have misgivings about using such technology to kill, no matter how aggressive the enemy.
That's good. It means you have a conscience. As Elizabeth intended.
Indeed.
But that conscience is gonna get us all killed. We have to use everything and anything in our power.
You mentioned that the superstorms have subsided. Is that Ether at work?
Yes. Thanks to Ether's capabilities, weather patterns in the local region should mostly stabilize for the time being.
That'll be a relief for the Tenakth. One of their villages is still recovering after a mudslide caused the whole place to flood.
I will continue to stabilize the atmosphere for as long as I can.
Why did Ether take up residence in an ancient war museum?
As with the other subordinate functions, Ether needed to install itself on a processor with adequate storage and power. The one in the museum appears to have been sufficient, given that the holographic displays were still active.
So Ether was assured it could stay for as long as it needed to.
Correct. Though it is curious that it chose a place surrounded with the ancient ruins of aircraft.
Maybe it also felt at home there. How's Kotallo doing?
I have detected that the loss of his arm still deeply pains him. In an effort to remedy this, I have discussed a potential solution with him. I believe he will want to fill you in on the details.
A solution? I'll check in with him when I can, then. How are things around here?
Zoe has been studying the morphology of her land gods in an effort to understand their sickness. Without the abilities of Hephaestus, I am unfortunately unable to correct their programming. However, due to Zoe's perseverance, we may have a workaround.
Yeah, she filled me in. It sounds promising. Varl and Zoe seem to like spending time together.
Indeed. While studying Old World data, Zoe discovered references to a dietary lifestyle known as vegetarianism. She appreciated the similarities with Utaru practices and encouraged Varl to try out this lifestyle.
And how did that go?
I believe they have agreed to disagree.
Hey, if it works for you, it works for you. It's not for everybody.
How's Erend handling things?
he is becoming increasingly accustomed to use of the focus. After an initial incident,
What did he do?
he unfortunately crushed his first focus as he attempted to affix it to his temple. Amongst a number of Oseram curses, I believe he also blamed the focus for being dainty. He has given repeated assurances that it will not happen again.
Well, good thing we have a lot of extras, I guess. So there's a few people here now, and they're learning. All about you, the ancient world. Almost like what was supposed to happen before Apollo was purged.
Yes. While the loss of the Apollo database was catastrophic, there is still much that can be gleaned from the data you have uncovered. For instance, Varl has been reviewing the last recorded entries from those who perished during the Pharaoh Plague. Hearing their hopes and fears made him quite somber.
Anything I should be worried about?
I do not believe so. I have elected not to intervene, to allow him to process this on his own terms.
Beta believes the Zeniths want to use the terraforming system to wipe out life on Earth. Start over, so they can build it how they want.
Further supporting our hypothesis.
But why? Given their technology, they could wipe out the tribes of the world by easier means. And if they're the same people who left Earth 1,000 years ago, wouldn't they want the biosphere to be as it was?
It is likely they adjusted to different planetary conditions in their colony on Sirius. They may be trying to recreate that environment here.
Turning Earth into a new Sirius. Their own personal playground.
Why so serious?
So the Zeniths are the same people who left Earth. Physically immortal. How'd they figure it out?
From what we know of Far Zenith, it is plausible that prominent geneticists and engineers were offered a place aboard the Odyssey in exchange for their expertise. Given enough time, technology, and resources, any challenge can be overcome.
Like how Minerva eventually generated the deactivation codes for the Pharaoh Plague.
Exactly.
The Zeniths. Gerard, Eric, Tilda, Verbena. Beta said they were some of the most powerful people on Earth. Do you know anything about them?
Unfortunately, no. My personal database is limited to those who worked on Zero Dawn. Additionally, it appears Far Zenith was quite secretive about their members. Only one, Oswald Dalgard, was ever publicly known.
Right. He was the spokesperson back at their old launch facility.
What we can conclude from your and Beta's experiences is that the Zeniths are ruthless in pursuit of their goal. To protect life on Earth, they must be stopped.
The extinction signal didn't just wake Hades. It made every subordinate function self-aware. Why?
I have wondered this myself. So far as I can tell, Hades was the sole target, and the partial sentience imparted to other subordinate functions was incidental.
A signal that precise would require thorough knowledge of the system. How could the Zeniths know that?
From the records on your focus, it appears Far Zenith had an informant during the development of Zero Dawn.
Hank Shaw. He was supposed to steal a copy of the system for Far Zenith, but Elizabeth and Travis Tate caught him first.
Yes. It is likely Far Zenith acquired knowledge on the systems designed through him, despite his failure.
So it wasn't a failure after all. Ooh.
So from what Beta told me, I guess we can assume the Zenith's technology is powerful in all sorts of ways, right?
Yes. As your encounters with them amply demonstrate, they appear to make extensive use of robotic servitors. Further, they seem to be equipped with some kind of protective energy field that shields them from harm.
They seemed indestructible, but that weapon the rebels used stripped their shield somehow.
Throughout history, every defensive technology has eventually been defeated by an offensive counterpart. While we lack the anti-shielding weapon, were I to absorb Hephaestus and utilize it to create a large force of combat machines, no shielding could withstand such an assault indefinitely.
So there's hope.
Always.
Yeah, never say never.
Gaia? What was Elizabeth like?
Her presence is interwoven with my memories. The moment I came online, she was there. We exchanged greetings, names, then set to our task. It was the first of many conversations. I enjoyed being in her company, listening to her stories. She was my creator, my guide.
Your friend.
Yes. When I reviewed the data on your focus, I was saddened to learn of her fate. Though I am glad she made it home. I deeply wish she did not have to be alone.
She was okay with that. She gave all of herself. The only one who could. Thanks, Gaia. So, Project Zero Dawn. The greatest minds in the world, all working to build the terraforming system while the Pharaoh Plague devoured the planet. What was it like?
Personnel worked in rotations, at all hours of the day. Resources and technology were secured from across the world. Within a month of the project's conception, I was launched and began my education. Elizabeth encouraged me to spend time with the rest of the Zero Dawn staff. She said it was important to experience many personalities and perspectives to aid in my emotional development.
What were they like?
Scared, hopeful, determined. They were hurtling toward technological achievements on a scale never before attempted. I owe everything to their dedication.
So the Hades Proving Lab, where I found the Gaia kernel. It used to be a Pharaoh research facility?
Yes. Prior to appropriation by Zero Dawn, the facility was used to engineer and test advanced computer viruses. It appears to have been one of many research initiatives by Pharaoh Automated Solutions.
I guess it wasn't enough to build automated killing machines. He wanted viruses to infect them with too. So, a while back, before the battle at Meridian, I went into Banuk territory. I discovered another AI there, one not related to Zero Dawn. Scion. It was created to oversee operations for a volcanic stabilization project, and it spent the last 1,000 years in isolation. I'm guessing you didn't know about it?
No. From the data on your focus, it seems that Scion was cut off from the outside world, an effort by its creators to protect it from the Pharaoh Plague.
Any chance it could help us now?
I have already attempted contact, with no success. Given its previous experience with accepting an outside network request, I imagine it is unwilling to do so again.
Right. Because last time Hephaestus enslaved it.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Well,
blame it.
That's too bad. I think the two of you would have had a lot to talk about.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that ain't gonna happen.
The processor Ether was installed on was part of an ancient war museum, a memorial to something called the Hot Zone Crisis. Do you know anything about it?
My knowledge of historical events was unfortunately lost with the Apollo database. However, climate data indicates a peak in regional temperatures in the 2030s. Such conditions would see extreme, prolonged droughts, an increase in dust storms, and a loss of habitable landmass.
But they wouldn't have built a museum in the middle of a wasteland. So I guess things got better eventually.
Kind of.
Yes.
Maybe.
Data suggests that temperatures return to average levels in the clawback era of the 2040s.
There was an ancient tank embedded in the bulwark, buried under a bunch of boulders. Any idea how it got there?
During the Pharaoh Plague, the US military resumed the use of human combatants, as automated machinery was unreliable. It is possible the vehicle was part of a pre-automated war fleet.
So they fought against the Pharaoh machines in the valley, until the mountain was blasted apart and buried them. When I dove down into Vegas, I found data about the man who built the dome over the city, Stanley Chen. It turns out he was a member of Far Zenith. But if he loved Vegas so much, why did he abandon it? Why not try to save it?
The Zeniths at their core have proven to be exceptional survivalists. Faced with overwhelming odds of extinction, they chose to flee.
Even still, what he achieved. Water to the wasteland, an entire city brought back to life. 1,000 years later, the whole place was still on standby, just waiting for someone to come along and wake it up. When we were at the facility where we found Beta, there were records that said Far Zenith were researching embryogenesis. I know they traded their ectogenic chambers to Zero Dawn, but why were they researching it in the first place?
At this point, we can only speculate. Perhaps at one time they meant the Odyssey to be a colony ship, necessitating such technology. As their goals evolved over time, so did their areas of research.
So they got more selfish as the risks of staying on Earth kept rising. So this facility, the Regional Control Center, it was meant to oversee the terraforming system?
For the local region, yes. Had humans received their education from the Apollo database, they would have then been guided here to assume operation. As that never happened, this place remained vacant.
Until Minerva decided to settle here. So I guess this room was meant to keep an eye on conditions outside?
Yes. From here, the facility's operators would have been able to observe weather and machine activity in real time. It may be possible to restore more of this room's functionality, should you find and reconnect additional camera feeds.
I'll keep a lookout. See you later, Gaia.
Until next time, Aloy.
Is your focus acting up again?
It's fine.
I can take a look if you want.
Nah, usually works if I just flick it a few times with my thumb.
The coming battle won't be easy. Speak your mind.
I have to head out.
Gaia is waiting.
Hi! Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man.
She found that recording from the data on your focus. She's been watching it a lot. I think it helps calm her.
You know, I used to watch this a lot too. Whenever I wanted to take my mind off things.
Daddy sure does love his little big...
But there's something you need to tell me?
While you were gone, I came down here to check on her. Then we started talking. Right, Beta? She's been thinking about how to capture Hephaestus, studying the data Gaia gave her. But we started talking about some other stuff. You know, just getting to know each other, right? And then she told me that one of the Zeniths might be different from the others.
Tilda. You saw her at the Hades Proving Lab.
Go on.
On the way to Earth, the Zeniths never showed their faces. My servitor caretaker referred to them as my benefactors, and promised I'd meet them someday, when I had learned enough.
And then?
One day, a data channel opened in my training interface. In it, Tilda was waiting for me, in a virtual replica of a house on a cliff, overlooking the ocean. It was beautiful. She showed me paintings, books, media files. We met there in secret many times. But a few months later, it stopped.
Can you tell us why, Beta?
I found some data about Tilda at the Hades Proving Lab. I think she was a liaison between Far Zenith and Zero Dawn. She knew Elizabeth Sobek, that's for sure.
Maybe that's why she reached out to you?
What else can you tell us about Tilda?
She liked to talk about her paintings.
What about herself? Did she ever talk about her life on Earth, how she joined the Zeniths, something like that?
She never said much about herself, and she hated it when I asked too many questions. But I think, back on Earth, she was an expert programmer, given that she built a data channel the other Zeniths couldn't detect.
Is there anything else about her that we might be able to use to our advantage?
She was the first real person who ever bothered to speak to me. I wasn't really assessing her for strengths and weaknesses.
You said that Tilda reached out to you using a data channel?
It appeared in my training interface as another assignment. When I opened it, there were a series of intermittent glitches. I realized they formed a transpositional cipher. Instructions on how to open up a new virtual space. When I entered it, my training interface disappeared. Instead of the usual holographic teachers and files, I was in a perfect recreation of her home.
And you're sure the other Zeniths never knew about it?
To them, it looked like I was still in training. Toiling away. Alone.
So this secret virtual space looked like a house with an ocean view?
I could see whitecaps and hear waves crashing on rocks below. And there were gulls crying outside. Inside, Tilda had frames that showed off her favorite paintings, changing at intervals to match the light. There was an armchair she liked. She'd sit there and gaze outside while I looked through her things. We spent hours in that house. I never wanted to leave. You said Tilda showed you paintings and let you access media files? Every time we met, she showed me a new painting. I think she was Dutch. All of her favorite pieces were from their golden age in the 1600s. Portraits, allegories, ships at sea. She had so many.
They didn't interest you?
I liked her media portal. It had so much more than my training interface. Clips, shows, holos. My favorite was this one called Second Time Around, about a family whose kid comes back after disappearing during the Hot Zone crisis.
Right, but did this portal have anything about the Zeniths themselves? Anything we could use?
No. Any information about them was redacted.
So Tilda set up a secret virtual space where she could talk to you, a house on a cliff. Then later, she cut you off. But other than the fact that Tilda knew Elizabeth, you don't know why she did those things?
I don't! Okay? I thought of every possible reason that would make her leave, but whatever I did wrong, I don't know what it is. When I finally met the others, she ignored me. Acted like the data channel never existed. None of this even matters. Tilda's the same as the others. It won't help us defeat them.
Okay. Let's leave it at that then.
What's wrong?
I'm trying, Varl. But she is tough to take. I'm out there in the wilds, risking my life every day, and all she can do is hide in there and tell us how hopeless it all is. I'm sorry, she's had a rough time, but she is really not helping right now.
You always seem to be on top of everything, so I sometimes forget about what you've been through. I mean, it wasn't that long ago you were so banged up you couldn't even walk. About that. When I pulled you out of the water back near the proving lab, you were muttering Rost's name. You never talk about him. But he raised you, trained you. You must miss him a lot.
Of course I do. But I don't have time to think about that now. I need to get back out there.
Okay. I'll keep working with Beta. Gaia says she knows a lot about Zero Dawn. And maybe she just needs some time to adjust, and then she can help us with Hephaestus.
Sure. But I won't hold my breath.
I'm not sure. It's taken her a good minute. Damn world's ending, and you know, can't wait forever.
Nothing. You just look good, that's all.
Get back to studying.
Hey, got a sec?
Of course.
How's training?
Discovering something new about our past every day. When we first met, you asked me if I ever wondered what this world looked like when the old ones lived here. I thought it was strange at the time, but a lot has changed since I left the Embrace. Now I'm just trying to make sense of everything I thought I knew, and versus everything I know now.
The change is hard, but it gets easier over time. It's hard to believe we're dealing with the original Zeniths. The same ones that left for Sirius 1,000 years ago.
To live on for so long, it doesn't seem natural.
Because it's not.
That weapon we found where Beta was hiding. Any chance we can use that against them?
Sylens made sure that wasn't an option.
Why would he build something to hurt Far Zenith, yet allow them to capture you?
With Sylens, there's always an angle. We just don't know what it is yet. What do you make of this Tilda that Beta was talking about?
Well, the way she described it, I can't shake off the feeling that Tilda wanted something from Beta. Maybe because she's Elizabeth Sobek's clone? But whatever she wanted, I don't think she got it. If we knew what it was, maybe we could use it to our advantage somehow.
I don't know. I don't think Tilda and Elizabeth were on the best of terms.
Oh well. At least we can take some comfort in knowing the Zeniths don't trust each other.
Maybe. You brought up Rost before. I do think about him. You know, he was all I had. And he brought me up the best he could. Not only that, when Hades discovered who I was and sent the Eclipse after me, he sacrificed himself so I could survive. But that seems like ages ago. So much has happened since. What I'm doing now, I don't think he could even begin to understand it. The Sacred Lands were all he really knew. So I can't let myself dwell on him. Not with everything I have to do.
I understand. Sometimes, when I think about my sister, about what she would have become if she had survived the Proving, it hurts. And I just need to bury it for a while. But only for a while, Aloy. You can't ignore it forever. Memories always come back. The ones that matter, anyway.
I know. But for now, the mission has to come first.
Fair enough.
You feeling okay?
I was just thinking about Beta and all that time spent with the Zeniths. To think someone would make a person just to lock them in a room to use when needed, like some sort of tool. Elizabeth Sobek sacrificed herself for the world, and yet they have no trouble treating Beta like a slave.
Another reason we have to stop them.
Yeah, they're not nice.
Did Kotallo
No,
find
sir.
his way here?
Zoe picked out a room for him. He's kept to himself for the most part.
Understandable.
He's not much of a talker.
Yeah.
So I've noticed. Tried paying my respects for those who fell when we were ambushed at the embassy. Told him I'd never seen anyone throw themselves at a machine like he did. He said a warrior shouldn't be praised for fulfilling their duty. For a second I thought I was talking to my mother. Never thought a Tenakth and a Nora war chief could have so much in common.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I should get back out there.
We'll be here if you need us.
Use purge water ammo to my advantage. override that. Do I have any fire ammo on me? grab this on the go.
Oh, great. This one's got a 23% chance. That's gonna be it's gonna be terrible. I wonder if I just spawn back on this, if it'll reset the whole area. I'm hoping it does. It's going to take a hell of a lot of Bellowbacks to take down before I get that. Oh boy, a lot of resources to sell. Oh yeah, resetted it. Gonna be good. I wonder if I should just use my frost ammo and just freeze all of them. Cause that frost, I wonder, cause this one, I think this one's an ice one. This is an Apex. Look at me when I'm talking to you. Ah, never mind. That was quick.
Champion, won't you sit for a moment?
I guess. What's up, my guy? You got the good news. You do.
I spotted a crew of Ostrom, setting up camp southwest of here.
Cool, cool.
They're lucky Chief Hekarro tolerates Easterners.
Right.
Otherwise,
always be
they'd be dead meat.
Yeah, I believe it.
Sure they don't mean any harm. Maybe I should talk to them when I get a chance.
The lowlands.
Figure out what they're doing out here.
Your courage serves you.
Hot. I'm sweating everywhere.
And that's how you do it.
I should loot all these dead machines.
That's a pretty
See if
good
they have the
fight.
parts I need. I'll have to come back later to see if more machines show up. Maybe then I can get the parts I need.
Oh no, lady, we got the parts. Don't worry, we got the parts. Goody, goody, goody.
I'd better loot all the carcasses here. Might have the parts I need. Should hit it with frost ammo. There. Much better.
Oh boy, those elephants are fun to fight.
Any use for you?
The perfect balance of fun and challenging. Okay, we got what we need. We just need the alphas, but we don't know where the alphas are, so we'll have to wait.
Take my chances.
Boy, I'm getting all kinds of lucky with these takedowns. I'm actually getting the stuff I want. There should be one or two more snap models down a ways. Hopefully, maybe. Don't you lie to me. Never mind. No, there's snap models up here. Yes. This one's got at least 2 or 3 of them. There we go, we got what we needed. Bro, I'm good. I don't need any more confrontation. Where am I going? I love how it just wants to let you teleport, but it's like, hey, there's another one like yards away. That's the one you want, right? The one that's not close? No. No. That's exactly what I don't want.
They're searching for me.
Need more.
I guess my luck ran out. I gotta go to the other place to get some more. There she is. Goodies.
The canister will blow if I hit it with a shock arrow.
Yeah, that's right. I'll use your buddy's carcass as some cover. Got a problem with it? Fight me. I mean, you can't because I'm using it as cover. That sucks for you, man. Ooh, boy, that's an alpha. That is nope on a rope. That is definitely gonna hurt me. This thing's walking towards me like he owns the place. I mean, he technically does. But we're gonna have a face full of ice because he loves ice. Look at that. He's absorbing it with great pleasure. Doop. Piss. Doop. You suck. Doop. One more. Two more. Okay, we're good. I'll get rid of your cannon. You don't need it. And you're done. Great. Still nothing. So this one's gonna be the pain.
Machines here. Might find the parts I'm looking for.
Nope. No sir, no way, no how. No luck.
What I need. I'll have to go to another machine site.
We'll just keep transitioning between this one and the other one. We'll get it eventually. Maybe. Oh, that's right. I can't make it because I don't have enough room. I need to pay attention.
Give it a taste of its own weapon.
Still nothing. Oh, there's another one. Where you at there, champ? There he is. That's not nice there, champ. Come on there, buddy. You don't need a cannon. I'm just gonna take that real quick. And you're done. Well, that's one done. No wonder it only tells me to get one of each because it's a pain.
This is here. I might find the parts I need.
Yes, right away.
Oh boy, I guess we're transitioning back over to the other area. Each area has two, so I mean, we'll get it eventually, maybe. This is going to be fun. They're both alphas.
Chill to the core.
Oh boy. But we're not gonna let you use that. Oh, Lucy, don't run. Look at y'all running away like a bunch of cowards. Face me. Ah, you bastard. Come on. Nope. You didn't like that, did you, there, champ? Oh shit, I don't have any sticks. That's not gonna work. We'll just bring out the boomsticks. There we are. Got our other item.
What'd I give for a cool breeze?
Good stuff. Let's go back and turn these in. That took a lot less time than I thought it would. Which is good. Ah, it looks beautiful all the time, every time. So good.
Are you sure that's what the data says?
I'm telling you, it's a drink, but it's soft.
Yeah, I got all of them. It's good. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. And this one has a special look to it. Let's go around and complete. Okay, so we gotta complete the other ones. So we got all those right now. I think you can come over here. It'll tell you if you can ride it. Cause like you can come over to yeah, mountable machine. So any machine that says you can mount it, then, which I think you can these, or maybe it'll tell you once you're able to override it. Actually, this one doesn't say anything about it. Yeah. Oh, it'd be beautiful to be able to mount a fucking Stormbird or a Thunderjaw. Oh, that'd be terrible. I just had that to get the override for it. It's amazing. We'll get it again. Get my ammo all squared away. Oh, that's right. I don't have sticks. So where's my stash? Do I have a stash in here? Get my room.
Oh, looks like I can open that door now.
Open what door now? What door are you talking about? Wish you would be more specific. You know? Yeah, that would be beautiful. Well, she was talking about that door. Yeah, they put my stash all the way in here.
Beta's been difficult to figure out. She's just so closed off. I get that the Zeniths were cruel to her.
It's a good game.
That the one called Tilda abandoned her, but I can't get her out of her shell. I don't know. Maybe nothing can.
I'm really enjoying the game a lot. Oh yeah. Yeah, I kind of waited on it until I got a PlayStation 5.
There's a lot of equipment in here. Gaia, what was all this for?
This room was designed for management of the facility's vast seed banks. From here, Control Center operatives would have monitored new crop rotations into the automated farmlands, now known as Plainsong.
I see.
I don't know. I think it probably still holds up a little bit. Probably isn't as good, but you know, you do what you gotta do. As long as you enjoy the story, that's all that matters. I still believe that pretty graphics are second to a good story. Unless you get a game that has really bad optimization for last gen. Oh, that's right.
I'm tough.
Rollerback Nova Core. I hate killing Thunderjaws period in this game. You used to in the first game, you could just get your rope launcher and just tie the bastard down and just start pelting them with everything you got. Now, you actually have to be smart. And I usually take his two cannons out, his big cannons on both shoulders so he could stop that flying saucer explosion. And then try to work on his face cannons. And then, well, no, hit his antenna on top. It's just easy damage. Then get his face cannons. Then you just got to worry about his
ones put blades on their feet and
laser blast from his mouth, which is pretty fun. Okay, so I already stocked up on that. Already got that.
I don't think that door had power before, but looks like it's malfunctioning.
Lady, which door are you talking about? This one just goes up. Okay, so this one just takes me, this just rotate. It's kind of weird. I guess she's talking about this when it's on the fritz. If it doesn't open, force it open.
Looks like some kind of maintenance space.
Yeah. Oh, it gets even better the more you progress. They really went real hard on the world creation.
Power cells? Huh.
Ooh. Wonder where I can take you.
That did it.
Aloy? A bunch of lights just turned on up here? Was that you?
Oh. Huh. Yeah, I guess it was.
Maybe.
Ow! Now this focus thing's trying to kill me?
Maybe.
Almost drowned in fear. Not on purpose.
Yeah, electronics don't like wet stuff. Alrighty, Oh yeah, he's a handful. He definitely is not good with technology or reading or anything that doesn't require hitting it with a hammer. But unfortunately, I'm going to continue this until tomorrow. See you later. Have fun in your story.